What's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast now. I'm Alex, and here we go. It's officially Summer Game Fest Day. Maybe like third, fourth most excited gaming day of the year. You know, Game Awards is probably top three. Then you got like a couple of times a game comes out. You're really excited for it, like the night before Christmas or something, right? But I think for something like this is pretty exciting. I actually am more excited for the Xbox show, to be honest with you. But I think, as I've said all along, I think we're going to get a couple really, really cool things at Summer Game Fest. And my expectations are set kind of right here, right? Just give me a couple things. I don't know, Resident Evil, of course. And, you know, I have some crazy ones, of course. But, you know, I want a couple big things, let's be honest, okay? But welcome in, and we're also going to try to do this differently. I think this is going to work. I have a lot of confidence. I'm Ethernetted up, if that's a word, and so the internet, I think, is going to be about as good as it literally can get for me. So that's that. I mean, I'm going to knock on wood, but I'm not promising great production value. But we're also going to try streaming it a little bit differently, so that's going to be fun. But what's going on, guys? Here we are. Resident Evil, Little Nightmares, Hollow Knight, Battlefield. Like, what do you wanna think is gonna be there? Crimson Desert. You know, we need the Crimson Desert actual release date. That's definitely one thing we need. Although, because we got it leaked yesterday. The leaks are actually coming in kind of hot and heavy, and I don't know of how much I really love it, but you know, here we are. It just feels like everything's leaking, right? Hopefully a couple things have stayed quiet. But what's going on, guys? Like I said, YouTube should be working. We'll see how it goes, but I feel confident. Of course, I'm wearing this shirt, not on purpose. I just think it's a nice shirt. but of course, you know, if you want to give me this guy right here, that would be pretty cool. I am ready. Well, again, I mean, I wasn't really, in fact, I wasn't disappointed at all with the state of play. So if I can get, for me, the same, like not being worse than what I thought it was going to be, if I can keep that from state of play to now, I think it's actually going to be a pretty good show. But I know that, you know, my opinion on the state of play is controversial. Yeah, I mean, if they don't show RE9, that's a big one. That's a big loss. Okay, I'm going to need something else to kind of come in hot, right, to save the day if that happens. So hopefully that happens, and we don't have to worry about it. Spyro. I just really think, I mean, we heard Xbox event, and that Xdis 1S, you know, has gotten a lot right in this short, like 3-day span. So Spyro, I would not be shocked for Sunday. Banjo, I don't think makes any sense. I wouldn't even apply clown makeup for that one. Bloodborne, I would also not apply makeup. Yeah, some of those I think are actually kind of outrageous, though. I don't think you're gonna get to expect even remotely to expect Banjo or Bloodborne. I don't think that's wise. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you know, I'll tell you this, okay? I think I'm actually pretty good at like reading the industry, and I get review score predictions right like 9 out of 10 times. Like, I am right on the money of looking at a game and saying, okay, here's what I think the critics are going to say on it. I think I have good taste. But one thing I'm pretty terrible at is predicting these shows. Like, I legitimately am very bad at it. People continue to watch, so I applaud you. But yeah, I've never really been good at, like, you know, I try to keep expectations tame. I think I'm good with that. But in terms of like, okay, I'll give you 5, and then like how many of those 5 happen, I'm probably sitting at like a 25%, you know, accuracy, right? Where it's like review scores, oh my God, 95%. Like, I get those things right every other day, you know? Some things I'm just better at than others. It is officially summer. I am excited. I mean, you can only get so excited for a name, like a title. So, you know, I need other stuff, but I am excited. Oh, what's going on? Superhero related and Skadoosh. Good to have you guys here. We can all be disappointed when Wolverine's not shown together. So it's good to have you. Wolf 2, Wolverine, GTA 4 remaster. Oh my. Well, to be honest, I think you're going to go 0 for 3, but I would like you to go at least 1 for 3. You know, if we can get one of those into existence. How do you say your name? Savs? What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Hyper and Rex, hello. Today's the day we finally get to see the KOTOR remake. That's right. And you set your expectations up here, and then you just leave them, you know? Tomb Raider, yep. Resident Evil or Tomb Raider? I mean, like, if you can give me like asking for both, I think is realistic, but it's also maybe insane depending on what kind of mindset you're in. So if we can just get one, like I think we should get both. We've had kind of enough build up to suggest both is going to happen. If we can just get one, just give me one of those two, you know? Final. Well, I'm glad again, Final Fantasy fan, you're keeping your expectations level. Blood of the Dawnwalker, that'd be a cool one. That'd be a cool one. I don't know. I think Final Fantasy 9 is one that I've pitched. I think that's somewhat possible. I mean, I would love to see Part 3. I'd love to see Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts, I'm just so like, I need to kind of see it to believe it. Resident Evil 9. Yeah, we got a big Resident Evil 9 contingency here, What are you looking forward to seeing? Like locked in, I would say Crimson Desert's release date. I think that's a good one. I kind of want to see like if Hideo is there for a trailer for Death Stranding. I'm in. I want to see more. I know we're going to see more on Sunday, so I don't need to see too much more. And those are like locked in. It's hard. He's like, what are you looking forward to seeing? We don't really know, what's going to be there. We know a couple. There's a couple games that are confirmed. So I'd say like Crimson Desert is probably the one that's confirmed that I'm most, excited for. They could. I mean, but THQ show doesn't have to be in August. They could do July. And if SpongeBob comes out in like November, I think it's possible. Zion, what's up? Could be a good show. Hopefully will be a good show. JP, hello. Never get your hopes up and you'll never be let down. That's right. That's why I'm only wearing this shirt as a symbol, not as like a real thing. Epic, what's up? Final Fantasy Part 3. Huh? The one, yeah, my wife made me this shirt. The back is actually pretty cool too. But I can't show you the back. But the back is Sly. Like actual Sly, like the character Sly. Wolverine, Resident Evil, and Rocksteady's new game. Again, I'm gonna hope you're 1 for 3 at the least, But I would expect 1 for 3 there. I have snacks in my fridge. That's good. Kingdom Hearts 4, Rise of Hydra. Rise of Hydra was one I was really like passionate and like I believed in it, for a while. And then I've kind of over the last like 3 weeks have like it's completely dropped off of like my list. I didn't even talk about it. I forgot. I literally forgot to talk about it yesterday. I think 3 weeks ago when they did that delay, I think I was like more, okay, like there's a chance. And now for whatever reason, my heart's telling me no. So I don't know. Oh, well, I'll be live. So I'll tell you happy birthday on Sunday, but I'll be live for the Xbox show. I want to see Rise of Hydra. We all do. Isn't getting an English dub. Yeah, I know English dubs or not having English dubs are like, it depends on the person. Like I don't play nor watch too many things even in that genre, but I'll tell you, like when I did Yakuza, I couldn't play it in English. Like I had to play it in Japanese. So I'm not beat up about it, but I understand there's a lot of people that like rely on it and are just comfortable. Just like I'm comfortable not doing it. There are people that are comfortable with doing it. So I get that. That is kind of an odd thing. I wonder if they almost like add it later. Don't do like a paid thing. That would be ridiculous. But I mean, maybe you do it later. If they show Tomb Raider, no, they'll choose Lara. How do you say? People always comment that I say her name wrong. I think they'll choose what she looks like for us. Very good. Lego Batman 4. Lego or bust, Like, oh, I did not see that. I did see that about the ticket sales and stuff. Got to get my tickets. You got to see Ballerina first. When are we supposed to see Blood of Dawnwalker? Sometime, I think, before the end of this year. So it would be nice. COD Black Ops 7. Maybe. I mean, I think, and I've said this before, like, I think it'll just kind of be a part of the Xbox show, even though, like, it's not going to be the main thing. It'll be part of it. Spyro 4 getting announced on your birthday would actually be the most ironically awesome, birthday gift, like, humanly possible. No, maybe. I don't know. Like, I think for games, it's very hard. Like if they're doing, say, political stuff and then the tides turn or whatever you want to say, I don't think they back down. Like I don't think there can be that much that changes. So I feel like whatever it is whatever it is. I think it's just taking forever. I mean, that's kind of the answer here. Let's not get our hopes high. Yeah, I've been trying to tell people, Elvis, but they won't listen. Um, yeah, I mean, I would love Wolf so much. When does it start? Top of the hour. Look at your clock. Look at the top. That's when it starts. They should make this Tomb Raider open world. I imagine it'll be, remember, like Tomb Raider and Uncharted have this nice little back forth thing. And, you think about the last Tomb Raider and you think about Uncharted 4, it started to delve into, okay, here's like a wider area. And The Last of Us Part 2 did it as well, right? Here's a wider area to kind of like take an encounter the way you want to take it. And Tomb Raider kind of got there. I think Uncharted went bigger, but it came out after, right? So it's like, I think Tomb Raider, or maybe the last Tomb Raider technically came out, was it 2017? So maybe that beat it, but Uncharted just went bigger. I'm really thinking that they're doing an Uncharted small thing, whether it's a remake of one or it's like a smaller Uncharted game. I don't think they should do Uncharted. I really want Naughty Dog to just let it go and let somebody else pick up Uncharted. I'm a big fan of that idea, but I'm starting to think they're set, because like I think they're doing Intergalactic and then something small, and then they'll do The Last of Us Part 3. That's kind of like how I see it. So yeah, I think I'm starting to think Uncharted, which, I want Uncharted. I just don't know if Naughty Dog should do it. Sly Cooper 5, that's right. If that happens, that's why I'm wearing this shirt. I'll wear this shirt maybe on Sunday, too. Maybe it's at the Xbox show. Who knows? When does it start? I already answered. Second chat, join your stable. Yeah, hopefully today. Well, like I said, I addressed that earlier. I'm wired in, so I got an Ethernet connection now. Which I had before. I just never did it. And we're going to stream it through StreamYard, which is what I'm using instead of OBS. So hopefully everything works out well. So far, I'm not going to jinx it. Not going to jinx it. Not even going to say what I was going to say. They did say that somebody else said it's like Foam Star level, which is ridiculous. BioShock is a good one. Judas would be a good one. BioShock, I do think, is possible based off of the rumors that we've gotten. GTA 7, that's right. Again, set your expectation up here. I agree. I actually like the state of play as well. Bro, I'm in Europe. It's the top of the hour. I mean, I'm minutes behind, but just look at your clock and then round up. Activision, Marvel, and Transformers game I think I'm gonna do a video where I do the predictions, but I would love it if they did some of the older things. Hopefully they show Naughty Dog announced. Hopefully. JD, what's going on? New Lego game. If one franchise was to return from dormancy out of the blue, what are you thinking? I have a strange feeling. Castlevania. Yes. Well, there were rumors. If you remember, I did a video on Podcast Now 3 months ago. There was a rumor that a new Castlevania was going to get announced this year, and it came from a pretty good insider. So that's a good one. That's a real good one. I forgot about Castlevania. That's supposed to, like, you got to remember, what was the other one? BioShock. I keep forgetting that, like, BioShock had the rumor that you're going to get a big announcement like now-ish, right? So it might be at Summer Game Fest. But Castlevania was another one that was talked about that it's probably going to return, and they're going to announce it this year. So that would be a great one. I'm still coping for just do Symphony of the Night remake. I think that's a easy one. First steps back into the franchise. Lords of Shadow would be cool. But, I think if you're going to go Castlevania, you should go kind of back, right? And then, of course, they did the collection, the Dominus collection. Awesome, freaking awesome games. So I think you want to go back to like that era. Symphony of the Night, often looked at as the best. So you start there. That's how I would do it. Yeah, the Rise of Hydra thing's getting a little crazy. Get excited to see RE9. Hopefully Shenmue 4. And the guy has talked about potentially continuing Shenmue, right? But 3 was such a disappointment. Yeah, there's few games I want to come back from the dead. If that question about dormancy like makes you could use it for other games, I would use it for Wolf Among Us. What game are you excited to see? Like I said, confirmed games. I think Crimson Desert, kind of wild games. God of War. If that's PlayStation's game, I'd be really excited for that. I would be. If they show like BioShock 4 or even or if they do a remake of 1, that would be freaking awesome. Like I'm in for that. So those are all good. Resident Evil, Tomb Raider, games like that, you know? Deadpool VR. Oh my god. We need RE9 to come. We need RE9. Come on. Let's effing go, Capcom. I think it's going to happen. What would be one game that would make you love the show? Resident Evil 9. Like, I think that would be pretty definitive, you know? Witcher 4 should be shown again. It should, well, nah. I was going to say it should be. Like, we will see Witcher 4 again, but it's not going to be here. Until Dawn 2. For Deadwalker, they said we were getting gameplay this summer. Yep. You know, oftentimes when people say summer, I really think they do kind of mean Gamescom, though. So, you know. Oh dear. We're just gonna do that. Hold on. Okay. What did Insomniac tweet? Interesting when Insomniac Games tweeted. Now I gotta look it up. You got me on Twitter. It's not hard to get me on there at all. Let's see. Did they just say about Summer Game Fest? Roll into the weekend with Marvel Spider-Man 2 on PS5. It's currently on sale. I don't really think that means anything. That's it. Not until June 11th. Nah, I wouldn't read into that. To be honest with you, you know, I would really hope we would see something with Wolverine. But, you know, here we are. Will we see Light No Fire tonight? They did show that. Did they just show that at Game Awards, or was that a year and a half ago at Game Awards? Looks pretty cool. Not sure how much I trust him, but I do like the look of it. I want to see the new Tales game, FF9 remake, Spyro, new Darksiders they announced last year. Darksiders, I think THQ event. Spyro is the Xbox show. And then, yeah, so that would be my counter to all that. You think Halo will be Xbox Showcase? The hope is starting to build. The hope. I've been told that I should like get it. You know, not like from insiders. Like I've just been told it so much where it's like, hey, it's possible. It's possible. I'm starting to believe it myself. You know, I know Sway's excited. So we have the animated series of flops hard due to politics, so maybe they can't do it again. Yeah, I never even watched it. Troubling Gem, what's going on? That's true. And 007. I won't be live streaming that, but I will be watching that. I got to remember, is it 5 or 6? I think it's 6, maybe, my time. I got to look that up. Expectations, I kind of just want like I always say this. I always generally want like a 10-minute gameplay thing. That's all I really want. IO Interactive Showcase. Can I just click on it? 6 p.m. Pacific. Oh my god, that's 7 o'clock my time. Well. So I will be doing a video on that. I think the news on Hitman and Mind's Eye are non-things that I care about. So, but it will broadcast feature trailers, announcement, gameplay demos, and a live Q&A. Yeah. So I'll cover 007. We'll do that video. I'll do a couple videos on whatever happens here. And then later tonight, or maybe even like early morning. It's good. You know, I'm probably going to do several videos. So just expect every couple hours, there'll be a new video that goes live on the channel. But 007 is going to be one of them for sure. I'm glad people like me talking about 007 because I'm not even super passionate about Bond, but I just think it's such a perfect match. I think it's going to be so good. And I like making videos on it. And then people have responded quite well. So I appreciate it. DMC is a good one. We heard the rumor about that one remake, so maybe. I like how 007 looked. I know some people didn't, but I did. Hasn't mailed out little Spyro merch influencers like they did for Crash or the purple eggs. Well, but that was closer to. Nah, I don't think that's the same thing. They didn't do that didn't they do that when Crash was very close to coming out? If not, like Spyro, as I keep saying, Spyro is like 3 years away, right? So if we get something for Spyro, it's probably just a name or just like you see him flying and that's it. Because you're not going to get it for 3 years. So I don't think they're going to mail influencers packages for a game that's not coming out for 3 years. They probably haven't even made merchandise yet. So I don't think that means anything. Oh, thank you, S. I appreciate it. I will stay safe. Gotta just take care of this right here, the vocal cords, because I use them a lot because I don't shut up. But no, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Every summer Game Fest, I hope for Kingdom Hearts 4, and every year I'm let down. Well, just keep it going. Do it again, you know? That's it. Do you think we'll get the open world AAA style, Arkham style? Open world AAA Arkham style. That's a hard way of reading it. Snake Eyes game. I think it's I don't think it's really possible here. I mean, we saw like that sneak peek. That is definitely a game to keep an eye on. I'll be covering it a lot, but yeah. I don't think it would be here though. Another Final Fantasy remake? Just Cause, Born from a Wish. Born from a Wish I think is possible. I like the idea of Capcom either showing RE9 or another Resident Evil remake. I think you're not going to do both. So I think RE9 makes sense. I mean, like the way they were actually putting them out so frequently, it maybe makes more sense for the remake, but RE9's, waiting. It's been waiting for a long time. GTA 6 might be the last GTA game for now. We're not getting another GTA game for probably like 15 years after. So we're probably not getting it till like 2040, to be honest with you. I think Bully, like I would take Bully 2 or just like a brand new open world, like you said, medieval or something, from them. New Oddworld game. That one feels like it fits a show like this, Kingdom Hearts 4, Sands of Time. I've always said I think Assassin's Creed Black Flag over Sands of Time would get shown. And I think it would actually be shown at Xbox's event. So we'll see. We need an announcement for Just Cause 5. They're still working on Contraband, so I don't think that's going to ever happen. If we ever get a new Castlevania, I hope they make it big and on a small scope 2D platform. But the thing is, like, again, you go back to the roots of Castlevania, and it's not Lords of Shadow, or it's not an open world game, So it's tough. Thank you, Jason. Is Mafia the Old Country going to be in Summer Game Fest? It could. I've never really thought about it just because it's so soon. But it's like, that is a game that, I don't really think we need to know. It's a tough situation, right? It's like, it's going to be a short, kind of condensed game. And like, the more you show it, like the more you're giving away, right? So it's going to be interesting to see like how much they actually promote it. But I think we do need more, like, realistically. They might just do stuff on their own time, like in July. But I mean, like, it's coming fast. It's coming in 2 months, right? And I'm freaking pumped. I'm actually, I think maybe next week or the week after, I'm going to make a Mafia video. I wrote it down. So I'm very excited to start doing that. I would be excited for Horizon multiplayer. Yeah, I don't lie. If I tell you I'm excited for it, I'm not lying to you. A new Lego game, but main question is, what would it be? I mean, I think either like Avengers, Harry Potter. I still have a inkling. Have his Muppet Pals. I think he only do that for Game Awards. I don't think he does it for Summer Game Fest. I think they just do Crimson Desert, like for right now. There's no reason to do anything beyond Crimson Desert right now. FIFA. I'm pretty sure the sports games get announced on their own time. Like Madden always does it on its own. NHL, FIFA. So pretty sure it would be that. The Elder Scrolls 6, I would not imagine doesn't come out on PS5 day one. I think both. I mean, or Final Fantasy 9. I thought it was Resident Evil 9. I gotta look like F's and R's. They sometimes can blur. Yeah, I think God of War is possible. FF9, I think, is less possible. A new episodic video game by a different company. They're so risky that I just don't think almost anyone wants to do them anymore. So I would say no. Black Myth Wukong's DLC. Now that's coming on Xbox. That's why I'm thinking Silent Hill. I was using OBS. I still do. In fact, it's what I used. I didn't use it yesterday. I'm going to try StreamYard here, which is what I'm using right now, which I like because of this like popping, like the comments, which you can do on OBS. I just haven't done it. But I normally use OBS. If you were to pick between the two, oh God. I think it's more likely that Wolverine is better, like when it comes out. I would want Wolf Among Us more, just because of how long it's been and how into it I am, I've bought Resident Evil 4 Gold Edition, RE4 2005 since they were on sale. Did I make the right purchase? Probably. I'm always up for buying old games. In fact, I have bought some old games recently. Um, they have released a lot of merch with FF9. They've also said it out loud multiple times. Yeah, it's interesting. Is it finally time we see Silk Song? I think it should be. Yeah, I like Daniel Craig's Bond. I've watched a couple old timey Bonds, but I'm not really into Bond all that much. But yeah, like IO and Bond is like is such a, when people talk about like Remedy and Doctor Strange and like that's like the dream collab. This is also a dream collab that like 10, maybe not 10, maybe like after Hitman 3, right? Where it's like, okay, they're just so good at this. And you say, okay, well, Bond and IO are just, and again, you could say Remedy and Doctor Strange or whatever you want to do. And they're actually doing it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like unbelievable. Juan, what's going on? Hopefully we have a good show here. Mafia, the old country could show up. Yep. Like I said, I honestly kind of forgot that. I mean, I knew it was coming out in 2 months, but I kind of didn't really think about the potential for that. If you keep doing it, it will show up. I mean, we have to will some things into existence, right? Superhero game. I mean, like 1943 would kind of be the. So here's the thing about the Jurassic Park survival thing that everybody always asks me on. It's gonna be the it's gonna be Extinction. Is that the game? It's gonna be the sim game. Like that's what it's gonna be. So because it's already leaked. So it's not going to be Jurassic Park Survival 2. Sorry. Unless they do both, but I don't think that's going to happen. Do we see a new Halo game? Not here. Is there an IP you wish would get picked up for a game tooled to your liking with all the Predator news? I've been dreaming of Predator styles. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, I've always talked, I mean, if you're talking about like things that aren't in existence, I think like a supermassive Scream game would be perfect. Even episodic, I guess, like you could do like Telltale or just horror, where you do choice based and you play a couple of different people. And it doesn't have to be based off a movie, by the way. It can just be a Scream game. And I've always also said Pirates of the Caribbean or just Pirates, but then done like The Witcher, like having a Witcher 3 type world or Red Dead, something that's just like so living and breathing and so good, but done with pirates. And I know Black Flag is the closest we've gotten. Armada of the Damned, like there's a couple, but yeah, generally, those would be two that I would go for. Portal player, what's going on? Been a long time. Iron Man, that'd be sweet. That'd be very sweet. I just don't think it's going to happen. It will, like one day. One day we're going to get all these games. That's the fun thing, right? 15 years. That well, some games can last that long. They definitely can. Yeah, see right there. You're speaking my language. So the Switch 2 has been moved up after it was moved back. So actually, the Switch 2 I was supposed to get the day of, or at least that was the assumption when I pre-ordered it for day one. So first it said it was going to arrive next Tuesday because it's Target and Target sucks. And then now it says it's actually going to arrive tomorrow. So that's pretty exciting. I'll be playing Mario Kart and we'll make some videos, do some live streams. But yeah, I should get the Switch 2 and Mario Kart tomorrow. And we'll go from there. Yeah, I think longer than a decade, almost 2 decades for GTA 7. Bets on Forza Horizon 6, 0 because of Fable. -% chance, actually. Black Myth DLC, new major content for Hogwarts Legacy. I don't think Hogwarts. I feel like I would have seen something about that. Open world Dragon Ball Z game announcement. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. I think you don't just leave it at sparking 0, right? You got to keep going. No, it didn't get cut off. The thing just completely freaking died. It died right before the Bond thing, so I never completed it. So there's nothing to fix. There's no vaulted content. I don't have it in a vault. Like a director's cut Alex edition, for my state of play thing. There's nothing there. I watched it just on my own. My wildcard prediction is Iron Man. That'd be cool. Ever remaking RE7? No. Well, yeah, like 20 years, 10 years. Like everything might eventually get remade. I guess if you mean like soon, no. Do you think we'll get Battlefield 6 reveal? I think it's possible. I'm like the only one who's ever brought it up for here. So it's probably not very likely, but I think it's like within the realm of possibility. I was not all that disappointed with like my separation of these Disney things have become so high that I think I'm approaching a surreal state where I can watch these things without getting hurt. So, like for Lilo and Stitch, I kind of disassociated it 110% from the original so that I could watch it just kind of in its own. And I think for what it is, it's fine. In fact, it would maybe even be good. Like I enjoyed the movie. I've just disassociated so much. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not going to let it hurt me. And I might try that with like if they ever make the Ray movie, I might try that and say, okay, I know I'm not a fan, and I know a lot of what you've done, not everything, but I know a lot of what you've done is garbage. But I'm going to disassociate and say, can I watch this without being harmed by watching it? And that's kind of how I've tried to approach replaying The Last of Us Part 2. I've tried to do that. Like, okay, I was hurt once, but can I understand it now? Can I like embrace it, but disassociate? So that's what I've been trying to do. Yeah. No, I don't think it's going to be like 5 hours. So yeah, probably like 7 to 10, 8 to 11, something like that. Yeah. How cringe? They can range. They can range. So I'll say like a 4. I'll say a 4. I like how we all get hyped just to be disappointed. Different levels. Everybody has different levels of their hype. I don't hate it. I don't really like it. If it's the one like the picture that I did on the thumbnail yesterday, it's fine. It's a 5, 6 out of 10. They do. Like, yeah, I think they are going to capitalize on Castlevania. I do believe this is the year. You think Wolf Among Us 2 will show up? No. Star Wars Eclipse? No. That's an 8 out of 10 show. I don't give ranking or ratings, but that's a good one. Sadly, Netflix. I don't think anything can truly die like that. Alien Isolation 2, nah, too early. Too early. Naughty Dog Mission Impossible. And see, like, they've already kind of entered that space with Uncharted. That's a good one. That's a good marriage of any Wii series. Like I said, I think just Metroid. Just give me Metroid Prime 4, Do you see Capcom opening? I don't really know how engines work like that. I would assume no, but maybe. Phantom Blade Zero, 1943, Mafia, and Directive 820. I think you could get 1. I think 1 is pretty reasonable. What's going on, Brandon? Yeah, very good. That's good. That's I think you're gonna get disappointed with Jedi 3, but you say doubt it. So I think you're in the right headspace. I recommend us be more like Brandon, to be honest with you. Yeah, Witcher 1 remake's not for a long, long time. It doesn't go live in a minute. Well, like the pre-show. Yeah. But it's at the top of the hour. It's at the top of the hour. Favorite Yakuza game? 0. I think 0 is definitively the best. I really like stories will range. I really liked 5. And I know not everybody did. But like 4 and 5, I would say. 2 was really good, and then at times I really didn't like it. 7 had a really good story. 8 had the best formula of the turn-based. Like, it was so perfect, the Yakuza turn-based. But then the story, and I thought was super weak. Like, really scarily weak. So, I would say 0. I don't know about... Oh, wait, what am I doing? If Stellar Blade 2 might release next year. Nah, because it comes out on PC in 5 days, so I think they'd want to push that first. Is it half? It's half an hour at this point. Ratchet and Clank game to come after Wolverine. It's coming generally after Wolverine. Any Xbox ports like coming over to PlayStation? I don't know if like Starfield maybe. Like it's really one of the only ones I could think of. All right, we're gonna start kind of skipping around. You're gonna get another Alien Isolation game. It's just if they announce it here, right? Intergalactic trailer 2, and neither of them are likely. What do you think we'll see? I want Resident Evil 9, Tomb Raider, BioShock. What I think we'll see is hopefully 2 of those 3, 1 of those 3, and then Crimson Desert, things like that. Crimson Desert release date. Yep. Tomb Raider cinematic trailer and RE9. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I think that's just crazy, but reasonable. It's crazy, but it's reasonable enough. And it's like, it should be plausible. Yeah, I don't know why it took almost a decade to make Mario Kart World, but here we are. Most disappointing game that you played, mine's City Skylines 2. I covered that leading into it, and then I never played it, but I saw its failure, At the time, I'd say The Last of Us Part 2, but I don't think I would hold that opinion. I think I would go very safe and say, like, Life is Strange 2 would be the most disappointed I've ever been with a game. What's up, podcast now? Hello, Steven. First-person shooter that is not a hero shooter or battle royale. Probably Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Or first-person shooter. I really liked Resistance 3. But, I mean, COD is so good. Some of the great Battlefield games. Bad Company 2. Battlefield 3. 4. There's a lot of good ones. Chronos: The New Dawn is definitely one that's possible, by the way. I think that's a great one. Oh my god, really? Well, I have an 11-year-old and she didn't think that, but I can understand. I think they tried to do it with, like, they have the portal gun, so she's not really gone, but yeah, like, nobody's supposed to be left behind, and yet she does leave Leela left behind. So I get it. I actually get it. Much love from Norway. Oh, thank you, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Did you see Orlando Bloom, Ed, about him wanting to get the band back together? I don't know. I don't know when we'll get an update, but yeah. I'm doing good, Nick. How about you? Top of the hour, Soren. Top of the hour. And I just work. I don't know. I have 2 skills: consistency and retaining knowledge. That's my 2 skills. So I'm consistent and, I would say 3. Okay. I'm consistent. I'm persistent. So I never stop. And then I have a pretty good memory. So yeah. Do you agree with Nintendo's terms of service? Well, I haven't signed anything yet, so if that's what you're asking. No, I don't. I don't agree with how Nintendo operates almost at all. Almost anything. I don't agree with how they operate anything. I think what they've done with the Switch 2 in a lot of ways has been horrendous, but I'm a sucker, and I want Mario Kart, and I want to play it with my family, and sometimes you make sacrifices that aren't that big of a deal. So, yeah. Normally, it's pretty long. Normally, it's like hour 45 to 2 hours. Any appearance from Apple? No. What does Apple do? It's Evolution. Did I say Extinction earlier? Jurassic Park Evolution 3. That's going to happen because it got leaked. What really excites me is the idea of a next Zelda. Yeah. I think we eventually see Beyond Good and Evil 2, but I don't think it's here. Bully 2. One day. No. To be honest with you, I think Saints Row is dead for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. Which Muppets characters will be at the show? I don't know. Keep it interesting. Do you think we'll see some interesting games slip into the late 2025 spot during Summer Game Fest? Like games that maybe we're going to come out early 26. Yeah, I could see that, but we don't really know what they are, Yeah, Saints Row is very dead. Any chance of Concord 2? 50-50. New Lord of the Rings game. It will happen, just not here. I do remember the Toy Story 3 game. I've seen Mr. Matty Plays talk about it as well. Skull and Bones DLC. I swear to God, if Ubisoft, Skull and Bones has a unique chance here to keep getting better. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think Ubisoft is gonna use a spot on that. No, I know about The Last of Us Part 2. I've long said for Last of Us Part 2, I think it's an amazing game with the story decisions that were, upsetting or messed up. Upon replaying it, I think why I think it's a little bit more messy as a story has changed, or like what I would say about its story and how he set it up. I think I would change my thoughts on that one. The gameplay is still a masterpiece. It was 5 years ago. It still is now. I think that could happen. That's a good one. My biggest disappointment was Hogwarts Legacy. Really? That's insane. Well, again, it's depending on your expectations. Like, you could ask why would Life is Strange 2 be mine, but I mean, like, my expectations were here, and then it was in hell what the game actually was. So Sam Lake has confirmed he's not going to be there. So that kills that one. Helldivers 3, no, way too soon. Arrowhead. I mean, they just did the update, like a bigger update, right? So I don't think that happens. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's a placeholder. I think it's a weekend. So the second is a Tuesday, December 2nd. It's probably late November, early December, you know? I think Dino Crisis is going to happen too. Hollow Knight's a good one. I think PlayStation should copy the game chat idea from Switch too. Yeah, they've made some, but they're always so behind on so many of like the conversational things and like implementing friend groups and stuff. Like they're so behind, but sometimes they do some good stuff. I'd want to see Killzone remake. Thoughts on new Tales? That's a good, I mean, like I said, I think a couple days ago, Tales and Trails is a franchise that I got to get into. It's a gaming sin. I've never played them, but I'd love more because it's just more games for me to eventually play, you know? That could happen. Wolverine could be like Pragmata. Steve, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. What do you think? Oh man, a long, long time. I don't know. I don't know the capability of a phone. I don't think it's that amazing. I met Orlando Bloom last year. Didn't get a chance. Oh man, it would be the first thing out of my mouth. But that's sweet. You meet a lot of people. I think, as I said a few days ago. Ah, my God. I think that's all I'd be able to talk about. I think it'd be embarrassing. Silent Hill 3 remake. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. But that'd be cool. Kingdom Hearts 4. Let's hope. Also, let's hope for no 8 years. For Zelda, Master Chief. I think you'd have to do it through like remaking Halo 1, right? You would like announce a Halo 1 remake, and then by doing that, you're kind of doing something Master Chief Collection related, and then you say it's coming to PlayStation. You got to be careful, I think, how you announce it. Tides of Annihilation looks great. Likelihood of seeing Persona 6, probably -10 because Persona 4, if it really does get announced at the Xbox show, which sucks. I mean, I want Persona 4 remake because I think Persona 4 Golden is so good, but like I've been waiting for 6 for like 3 years, you know, and it's like at least 3 years. And if you do 4 remake, that you just hold on to 6 even longer. So I don't know. I don't know. Bowser's Fury is better than Mario Odyssey. I very barely played Odyssey, and maybe it would. I know people really love Odyssey, so maybe it would beat Galaxy for me. But Galaxy 1 and 2 are my favorites. What's my hot take on new gen games compared to old gen games? Well, egotistically, I would say it's not even a hot take. I think we've lost so much creativity. I think games 10, 15, 20 years ago, they were shorter. They still were repetitive, you know, like you had to kind of pad it out a little. But like the creativity of what was literally being created, the things that get created now, I think are more technology, like systems but not really like mechanics and like how like a structure is set up. I think games perfected that and just figured it out 10, 15, 20 years ago. And we're just cycling through over and over and over. Like the blueprint of how to make, you know, like any kind of genre has already been done, right? So a lot of that innovation, I think, is gone. That would be I don't even think that's a hot take. I feel like that's kind of just a fact, but that's me being high and mighty. We need a medieval game or pirate that's open world. I agree. I'm right there with you. Red Dead Next Gen is definitely possible. I think that's more likely than GTA 4, to be honest with you. Should have had an RE2 A and B scenario. That's not a bad idea, but it's tough to do that. I did not watch The Mind's Eye because I want to give it like one more chance in my head. I just want to see what the reviews are like, you know, eventually when reviews come out. I don't want to be tainted by seeing any early stuff, the leaks. But I know there's leaks out there. I almost clicked, but I didn't. I withheld. So Hitman was January, wasn't it? Hitman 3 was late January. So I think February. I think it's early. I think it's early 2026 for Bond, personally. I personally don't think we see Splinter Cell. I know they posted the thing about, it could be a tease, but I don't know. PlayStation, I think, shows God of War, the spin-off. Max Payne remakes? No, I say no, just as I've said, because of FBC Firebreak. I just don't think that game is going to have a hard enough time to really like break out, and it's not really supposed to be fair to them and what they've said their expectations and stuff are. I think it's very smart how they've done it, but you don't want Firebreak to come out in 11 days and then you announce Max. I don't think you would do that. Yeah, well, don't worry about game, so these rules for game of the year are silly. Tales of Arise, GTA 4 remaster. Like I said, I think Red Dead over that. Persona 5 Royal. So good. So good. I'm glad you joined the Persona cult. Just got off work. Looks like you did make it in time. RE9 would be so cool. Do you think there's an actual Sly game in the works? We've had rumors that it's happening. I've been told by like looking at the rumors that it's happening. So like I haven't. Well, I gotta watch my words. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. I trust. I don't really know why I trust that Colin Lack so much. And I've seen a couple other things, throughout the years, but I don't know. I think it's gonna happen. I want it to. This is why I wear this shirt right here. Injustice 3, yes, but not now. Lords of the Fallen sequel, yes, but also probably not now. When do you think we see Red Dead 3? Oh my God, the 4 or 5 years. 15 minutes to the show. I'm excited. Was 10 leaked? And he said Final Fantasy 10 never leaked. 9 definitely was leaked. I don't know about 10 though. Did I catch up? Oh, finally. Woo! Gauntlet over. Oh, more comments. Hopefully, yeah, there's a lot of old games that deserve collections, Was Claudia Black? I don't know. I got to pay attention more to the voice. Her voice is pretty distinctive. FF9 remake. I was on that. I thought it would be FF9 remake until there was that one rumor that said it's like Foam Star level. If it's a Foam Star level announcement, FF9 remake, that would be insulting, right, to FF9. So yeah, Concord 2. Yep, mark it down. Last was 2 was 7 out of 10. I don't do scores. I hope they show FF9 remake. Is in talks with Disney on making a Star Wars game. Really? Cool. Cool. Oh well, isn't shoot. Aren't they doing like the not MMO? I always get so confused. Isn't ZeniMax doing a Star Wars thing? Is that wrong? It's been long talked about, so maybe it's that, but maybe I'm making it up. I don't know. I have not played Persona 3 Reload yet, and I have it. I have it physically, Game Pass, both ways. So I need to play it. I've been waiting, and I haven't beaten Metaphor. I got 40 hours into Metaphor, and I didn't beat it. I think before the end of this year, I got to go back and I got to do Metaphor, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which I made like 12 hours in, and then Oblivion. I got to play Oblivion Remastered. My wife's on like hour 35 of Oblivion. If Resident Evil 9 doesn't show, I'll be a touch disappointed. Alex, what's going on? Ready the keyboard, because if you're going to have a lot of things to type out. Even if they're not big, you're going to get like 50 announcements. So you got to get ready. Kingdom Hearts 4, I wish. The Last of Us Reimagined. Yep. That's a nice name. Well, Reimagined, that's kind of like both, because you could like, that's like another remake type thing, but then also you can literally reimagine the game and like tell it differently. So therefore you're kind of doing the same game again, but you're not, right? Holy God, 3 million Switches in 24 hours. It's going to sell unreal numbers, Oh, see, well, Vegas. Yeah, I was going to say, because 3 is the one, right? Fallout 3 is the rumor that they're going to do the remaster, same like they did Oblivion, which would be sweet. But New Vegas deserves something too, so I'm with you. Something Brazil responded to the Nate the Hate thing. We need a Red Dead game set beginning of the Old West with a new protagonist so we can get a female protagonist. They were female outlaws. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what... I mean, there's only so much of an era you can choose from, right? So... I don't know. I don't think it is. I mean, there'd be something if it was. That would actually kind of be very disappointing if it was, but I don't know. KOTOR remake, I wish, but I don't know. I don't know. I actually wouldn't be shocked if we see Star Wars Eclipse before that. Nate the Hate talked about that they're going to do an announcement, but I think somebody else said that it's not going to be that big. Do you think Silk Song is possible? I do. I legitimately, factually do. Well, there you go. I wouldn't really expect Blade, but 1943 is definitely possible. Blue Point. I just Bend and Blue Point just haven't been given enough time. I know they have. It's been 5+ years since their games. Both of them, both of their games. It's been 5+ years, or I guess it's gonna be 5 years for Demon Souls in November. Issue is, of course, as we know, they were both working on pretty silly things, and they were both canceled. So now they have to restart from scratch, and they probably restarted from scratch within the last year. So both of their games are 1 year in, and you're going to have to give them 4 more years, which is absolutely insane. That's true. They could just do it on their own anniversary. They should do something Fallout. I don't think it's likely, but I think they should, specifically because of season 2. Nice. I know a couple people that got the Switch too. I know there's no way, but a Rainbow Six Vegas 2 remake / new entry would be amazing. That'd be pretty cool. Persona 4 Golden is what got me in. That's cool. I think every new Persona or remake of Persona, I think they all are opportunities for people to join in, because like who joins in with Golden? I think several people joined in with Golden, people joined in with 5, Royal, and then 3. The show's normally like 2-ish hours, slightly less. But I don't know if that's true for this show. I just know it's normally 2-ish hours. Will Intergalactic be good? I mean, I'll withhold. I hope it's good. I hope it's good. I don't know if it will be. I want it to be. Prey 27. Yeah, what a game. What a game. You don't get a lot of games like Prey 2017. From Ubisoft, I hope they're working on a For Honor 2. We've had enough of these half-baked assassins. For Honor, I love For Honor. Okay, maybe you don't know that about me. I played For Honor hundreds of hours when it first came out. I love that game, and I can respect supporting it for like 8 years or 7, whatever it is. But I think you should just make a sequel. So I'm with you on that. Chili dogs, nice. Now I want a chili dog. Cameron, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Claudia, definitely Chloe. I mean, I just will default to games, so I would say Chloe. Yeah. He talked nonsense for like 6 minutes at the Game Awards. I went back and watched it, actually. Call of Duty Switch 2. They might show it at the Xbox event, and you might know it's coming to Switch 2, but I don't think they would show it. Avalanche to drop mods for consoles. No, I don't. Mods on consoles are hard. Even for some of the biggest studios, mods on consoles are pretty tough. He does, yeah. I wonder how many celebs he has here. That's OD, which is still in development. I'm not gonna live stream the IO thing. People have asked, so maybe I'm not going to. I don't think that's a wise use. I'll be watching it, and then I will cover Bond in a video. We'll definitely there will be a James Bond video tonight or early tomorrow, no matter what, based off what we see at the IO show. I probably should live stream it, but I've done 3 days in a row of streaming. I'm doing it on Sunday. I have to do videos on Summer Game Fest. I have to eat, so I'll skip it, but I will watch it. Yeah, I think Wolverine is late next year. That's what my prediction would be for that. Half-Life 3, man. Gabe's not there though, I don't think. So I don't know. I thought you were the one, Elvis, who said that we shouldn't get expectations high. Star Wars For Honor. Oh, that'd be sweet. That would be sweet. And I mean, Heroes versus Villains is already kind of that. Most hours. NHL's combined, the NHL franchise, I've probably put several thousand. The Sims 2, I've put thousands. Zoo Tycoon, like the early 2000s Zoo Tycoon, hundreds and hundreds. For Honor, Rocket League, Dead by Daylight, games like that. I put so many hours into. Mike, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Well, they show Elder Scrolls 6. I think they could at the Xbox show. Something about Judas. Oh, I would love Judas. I would love it. Well, again, here's the shirt for Sly. Okay. I'm gonna pull it up in just a second here. Do we think Insomniac will show anything? I personally don't think Insomniac will show anything, but the chat might differ. In fact, the chat I think does differ. Yeah, I know you. I mean, I try to pay attention to your guys' names and stuff. Simpsons should get a remake just so you can bring down the price of the base game, and it deserves it. It's a phenomenal game, but I don't think it honestly will. Loving the Switch 2, nice. Hopefully, I get mine tomorrow, and then I will see you on the Mario Kart court. Okay, I'll race you. See that ZeniMax Online Studios next game. I think that's the Star Wars game. So hopefully soon. Got my drink and snacks. I probably should drink something, but I'm not going to. Shame Sims 5 got canceled. Agreed. The show starts in 5 minutes. Yeah, Hideo's gonna be there. Until Dawn 2, please, to promote his baby Death Stranding 2. That's right. Okay, all right, this is where it gets a little confusing just because I haven't done this before, so please bear with me. No complaining. All right. I think this is gonna work. It's gonna be about sound, and I don't feel confident about the sound. Okay. Let me just mute that. And let's see how we're going to do this. I think I can go. Hold on. This is what happens when you do it. I practiced this yesterday, but my memory can only work on games. My memory's bad on everything else. It always upsets me. Why do people super chat and membership bomb the Game Awards YouTube? I'm not saying like I deserve it more. Jeff does God's work for the gaming industry, but he doesn't need the money. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this here. Let's see. Also share audio tab. Okay. So this should work. Here we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Now, I have the audio off. So I don't think... Maybe we can practice. Can we practice? Can you guys help me out? This poor, lonely YouTuber that I am. Okay. It's very faint, even for me. Actually, like when I turned it on just now, there was... Pretty sure this is going to work, though. Oh, okay. You can hear music. Beautiful. This is the new way we're going to do it, by the way. From now on, this is how we're going to do it. Because I think this works quite well. The only issue is I really can't see chat. That's my one problemo right now. I told you. Well, look. Okay, honestly, is this still gonna... There's no real great way for me to look at chat is the only issue, but I'm gonna sacrifice it because I think this is a cleaner setup. It's beautiful. Beautiful. But no, honestly, I mean, I feel bad. I was very not necessarily embarrassed. There's truly nothing I could have done on the State of Play day. I want you guys to watch the thing. I don't want it to drop out. I wouldn't stick with a YouTuber if the stream freaking died 6 times like it did with me. So I'm trying to make that never happen again. So I've Ethernet cabled it up. We got better internet. I'm doing it through StreamYard. I think this is a better look. And we'll go from there, The only issue, like I said, the only issue is the chat. Like like my neck, I'm not even looking at the chat, and like I can't see it yet. That's how bad this thing is. So I think if I put it here, yeah, this is better. I can look at this. I can do this. Okay. I don't want chat. I want... Good. I do have a second monitor. The second monitor is wide. Oh shoot! And one other thing I gotta make sure. Yeah. Second monitor is really wide. It's actually where I play the games, like when I'm playing at night and stuff. So the chat was like over here to my neck. So like I'd have to look and then look even further just because of the setup here. But okay, I think we're good. See, I don't like... I'm not a huge fan of... There we go. Okay, I just had to move my mouse. I didn't want that bottom thing to appear there. So I think we're good. I think we're okay. Everything's dandy. You'd think that I would, I'm almost at 83,000 subscribers, so help me get there. And then when I get to 100K, I can't promise any upgrades. Actually, I was gonna promise upgrades, but no, I don't think it's 4 hours. I don't think it's gonna. Summer Game Fest is normally 2 hours or less. It's Game Awards that's long. Oh yeah, make sure you guys like the stream, please. Quickly before right now, drag your mouse down and like the stream, please. Please do it before this gets going. Before Jeff walks out in his really cool shoes, like the stream. Here we go. You have to
welcome to the stage, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
I love it. Oh, yeah, his shoes are always kind of fire, to be honest with you. Those are nice.
I love the energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours, we're going to give you a whirlwind tour of dozens of games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes,
is this better?
Some brand new game announcements.
This is probably a good
Gotta have some of those. Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co.
Oh.
Lots of great games.
Expedition 33.
Now, the list includes beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at number one with over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights like Monster Hunter Wilds and the Oblivion remake. Absolutely. Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall. Okay. They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away.
It's going to win Game of the Year. I think that's your tip off there. That Jeff loves that game.
One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020.
That's a little oversaturated, to be honest with you.
Is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. Woo. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
All right. Don't diminish it, because we know like Expedition 33 was this amount of people too. What do we got? Trees, love it.
You think you're the Harbinger. You might be.
I'm just taking it in. It looks like
You're a weapon, child.
I mean, I'm liking it. I'm just kind of taking it in, like heavy. It had the music of what was that one game, the rhythm game that was also the music, and it was like very heavy, hardcore, like that.
They'll worship you until you fail. Then what? You're no god, but neither have they.
Neat. It looks, yeah, this thing looks good. Yeah, I'd play it for sure. You got the carrying, kind of classic. I think it's like the design that's supposed to be like really. Oh, Mortal Shell. That's what I thought. And I never said it out loud. I was thinking Mortal Shell. The movement reminds me of Mortal Shell, and it's just Mortal Shell 2. Okay. Good. I wish I remembered that
That looked
name.
great. Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event,
That's how you know he's
Death
Canadian.
Star Sabotage.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, the music was, like the movement, the very first couple shots of it, I thought Mortal Shell, but I couldn't think of the name. And then the music made me think it was just a brand new thing. And
I
then,
think I saw Jonesy. All right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
oh boy. And of course, his translator that he attaches with him
Great to
everywhere
see
he
you.
goes.
Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2. So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2
Yeah,
when
let's
they
time
play
him.
later
Hopefully
this
this is under 10
まあ
minutes.
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、まあ、コロナを体験したと思うの
Everyone
で、
experienced
コロ
the
ナを体
pandemic.
験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
まあ、考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well,
I think we need
talking
to
about
learn
playing the
Japanese,
game, it's
yeah.
coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい、
Hideo, stop. They're showing a clip for Death Stranding. Looks like that's the Snake guy, the guy who looks like Snake from Metal Gear. I'm taking this in because I'm super into the lore of Death Stranding, by the way. He's the one who like smuggles them into.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please.
I'm locked in. He looks like the Cliff of this game.
No
He's got
smoking,
the
please.
skeleton army thing with the war.
So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do
Neil.
for living?
I'm a porter.
Oh.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Oh, they skipped some stuff, but he's a porter. I think they skipped where what he delivers. I think is bad.
What?
So you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
No, this isn't spoilers.
The girl. You're alive. Stop! 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 Stop!
I do love my story-based games. The thing to know with Death Stranding is it's a lot of cutscenes, but also it's majority gameplay because it's such a big game, you know?
So much mystery.
Didn't really get
Well, that was
anything
a
from that, by the way.
Clip from the game, a cutscene. We saw a first glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here.
We did get it.
Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters of Neil and
Yes.
Lucy.
DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラクターです。
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシー。
Neil and
で、
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人ある
saw the cancer mark on both of their
すごい
hands
深いつながりがあって
So they have
これが
this
物語に
deep
大き
connection
く関わってきます。
and
で
reveals
前回
throughout the
クリ
story.
フっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
したけ
time
ど、
on
マッツさんが
DS1,
やって
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的には
Max.
彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で、
by story, you
まあ
know,
2では出せ
he
ない
will not be in
で今回ニ
DS2.
ールっていうのが、
But this
マッツさん
time,
の代わりというか、そ
Neil
の
will
同
be
じような
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Max
します。
did
Ah, I was right.
for
I called that.
DS2
で
this
まあ、クリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超えるようなキャラクタ
But I
ーを作ろうとして、まあ、ルカさん
We
に
have
お
to
願い
kind
し
of
て、
like top that. character.
Interesting. I
So
wonder if
Luca
he
Martinelli
dies,
was
and
a
I
great
wonder if
actor
that's
in it.
心
not
に残る演技も
like if the
He was great. He
timeline.
did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
も
Neil,
う
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
Well, the game's
I
going to be
wonder
out
if
in
there's a
20
test
days, so
involved
I'm
there
not going
with those
to give
two.
any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game.
Yeah, that was
live
not a
gameplay
good
demo,
showing because they cut out
alongside
the
Elle
interesting
Fanning and
part
Troy
of
Baker, and
what
he'll be
he
there hosting it.
delivers as a
And
porter.
let's
You know,
just
that's
say
that's
this
the
is not
important
the
part.
last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes,
を出し
I'll
ます
show you
ので
the gameplay scene
見
of
に
Neil.
来てください。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much. Hideo Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank you.
Didn't get much from that, to be honest with you. Didn't get much, but I still love
All
it.
right. And now I'd like to
I'm in.
introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Well, like I said, you weren't going to get OD. The Death Stranding is coming out in 3 weeks. We're not going to talk about the Xbox game, you know, when Death Stranding is about to come out.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic-scale battles.
This is a multiplayer
as
game?
narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Oh, I love Tom Hardy.
Thou shalt not kill.
I know that guy. He's Bane.
So the priests tell us.
He's not
So
Bane.
the Lord commands. But
Game.
ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war.
Looks like Plague Tale. Now it looks like Total War.
But war found me. I became like them.
Yeah, I'm no fan of GameStop,
took
by
out
the
the
way. I think
sword.
it's one of the worst.
Prayed I could win redemption through my deeds.
But I don't know much
But
about
some
it.
paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death.
Is it a Total War game? Like, I'm confused as to what it actually is. It's like it has to be some sort of tactical. Oh my god! But no, you're
That's
playing
just my
in it.
story.
Okay, wait a second. I like this a lot. In Total War, when you can do this, I freaking
Go
love
right
this
your
part
own.
of the game. So this is different. Can we have seen more than 5 seconds of that? Chronicles, Medieval Chronicles? Chronicles, maybe. If the whole game is based off you actually playing in that fight,
That was a very
that's
cool
a day
new
one get
project
for
in
me.
a brutal European medieval world. Now
That's awesome,
it's time
actually.
to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
Here we go. This is fun. All right, let's look out for like the oddball characters. Beautiful. Love it. A little bad timing to be with wow. A little odd timing to be with the Mario Kart World. Oh. Oh, wow. That's a cool little takedown there.
Time for me to win this.
Sweet.
Coming in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Oh, shoot.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game. Sonic Racing Crossworld is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series.
Another game
developed
at the
by
end of
Sonic
September,
Team
by the way,
and
to
the
join the
Sega
other
Arcade Racing
5,000.
Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring,
Put Piccolo in
which
the tower.
you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking. So you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Okay. Whoa. Wow. Pretty cool.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
What? Is this the Switch game?
For some,
Oh, well, I
it
like that.
heals. For others, it wounds. And for our world, it promises only oblivion.
We just
Our
made Oblivion.
hopes lost long
Oblivion just came
ago.
out.
But you,
I love the art style.
you have the power to change all of this.
I like this idea of like open body parts.
If time were a weapon to wield,
You know what I mean? It's interesting. The candle and
could
the
you
tape.
undo the sins of ruin? In this time, or maybe the next,
It does look like Code Vein.
you'll find how to save us all.
I like it. I like it quite a bit. You got a little prototype action going on, honestly, with the claw hand thing. Oh, you were right, man. Who said it? Carlos, good job. Code Vein 2. Beautiful. Good job. Ooh, this looks fun. It gave me Little Nightmares vibes at first, but at me. Now it's gonna be laughing. This game looks awesome. It's got the Little Nightmares, like a little big kind of ratio going on, but then it's got this nice little, I don't know what kind of shooter you want to call it. I want that game. End of Abyss. Okay, I'm marking that down. That looks sweet.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles.
Beautiful.
Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
This looks great, this game.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will.
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
And
I like this.
those who do anything to save it.
Yeah, the art style here is just so freaking cool.
Oh boy.
Hi, Baker.
Here we go.
No date.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world.
What?
Any guesses? Let's take a look.
What? Yeah, that looked great. I'm excited for that. Game of Thrones? Are we serious? This isn't mobile, is it?
You may think you know how the game is played. But this is not the game you know.
This is definitely Game of Thrones, but what is it?
This
I can only get so excited. I'm going to the Crackers, yes, maybe the beginning of that.
You decide who wins and who dies.
Candy Crush.
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
It doesn't tell us. Real-time strategy game. All right, hold on, wait a second. That could be cool.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action-adventure RPG.
What? An RTS Game of Thrones could be really cool, actually. Yeah, but they need to show some stuff, right?
On set. One could count 1 billion suns in the known universe.
Is this Atomic
So
Heart
why
2?
do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth.
Yeah, definitely Atomic Heart.
My answer is, maybe they will visit us.
I like the first game.
But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of Atomic Heart 2.
9. Good game. I like Atomic Heart. It wasn't anything amazing to me, but it was definitely good. It's definitely looked this bigger scope, right? Than it's not coming, I think, for a while though. Yeah, wish list. It's probably at least 2 years out.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale. And this time, there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom.
Nice.
But that, believe it or not, is not all from Munfish today.
More DLC for first game?
Is it recording? Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still barely believe it myself.
It's a while. It's a while away.
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
Okay, what is it though? It's gotta be DLC, right? Well, it's not multiplayer, is it? No, they're fighting against too many enemies, I think. Multiplayer. Is it like an MMO, like a multiplayer thing?
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a massive levitating cube you can see there,
That's
where the
kinda
edges
cool.
are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving.
That's kind of cool if
All
they
right,
can
let's
do it.
jump into the Marvel Cosmic Invasion universe. The new retro beat 'em up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play, but so far, only 7 have been revealed.
Somebody
Well,
mentioned this on
now
my
it's time
stream
to
a couple
meet
days
the
ago.
next
There you
two.
go. I don't know much about this. You know, I'll have to start to lock it in. Oh, it's like Power Rangers, but probably better, right? Hopefully it's better. Who's making this? I'd play this. I like these games. I mean, Power Rangers or whatever. Venom. Cool.
This isn't hell. Or my world.
This isn't Resident Evil. Oh, that hurts. This is Onimusha, isn't it? Which looks great, don't get me wrong, but here we go.
You don't have a chance.
Better's Revenge Team? Oh, thank God. Okay. I'm locked in on that game then. I'll be there. Oh, yeah, this looks phenomenal. There's nothing against it.
Pick your battle, piggy.
They're throwing a lot of this.
Musashi! We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs for
I'm putting RE at 50%, not that they do it right after this.
Sasaki Ganyu.
Oh, so good. That looks good. 2026. Capcom's locked in next year.
That was a new look at Onimusha Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom.
Ooh.
Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years, as a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time and Unreal.
Yeah, that hurts.
And I
That
cannot
hurts
wait to
Resident
play
Evil,
it.
I think.
Here
right now
is an
they're pivoting
unexpected
here.
new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
That's a good pitch he just made, so I'm excited about this puppet game of his.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million
Loki Reborn, I don't know where you got that from. His Summer Game Fest is shorter. It's not 4 hours.
All right, you little sack of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta.
Did they make this game just for Jeff Keighley? I don't know if that's a good idea.
Don't waste my time.
This seems ridiculous that only Jeff would buy this game.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Attaboy.
Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff.
I mean, the comedy's actually pretty good. Felt that box. And you know, here's what I'll say though. Super clever game. That's a super interesting game. Like, I don't know how it's gonna do, but that's pretty cool.
Super fun. Got to wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game in Deception We Trust.
Okay. You gave the
An
name away.
ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound.
Is this like Mafia? Like the Deception game or Werewolf?
Engaged in a perilous dance of wits.
Yeah.
A game where truth is but a shadow.
Yeah, I love these
Enough
type of games.
theatrics. I'll get to the point.
I love these games.
Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight.
Sweet.
Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But
I love
there's
it.
so much
Simple,
more to this game
but
of
effective.
murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste?
A wolf.
Then
It's
you'd better
literally
escape
werewolf.
the castle. Now the paths to victory are
Yeah,
clear.
I would definitely play this.
You
I
would
love
do
these type
well
of
to
games.
remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death. Your
Beta
invitation
coming soon.
awaits.
It's coming from Square Enix. Hey, they know who I am, so hey, Square Enix, don't forget about me.
That was Killer Inn, a
I'd play
24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix where you compete in a game of life or death using
And
social
there's the Square
deduction
Enix
skills
game.
to
Oh,
win.
there goes FF9.
All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at
There goes
TGA in
FF9.
2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm, of course, talking about Ark Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Ark Raiders.
I never got to play that beta that was going on, but I saw some really nice stuff, and I know this game, a lot of people are impressed. So I'll have to keep my eye on this one, too. Yeah. That murder mystery looks great until you think that it's Square Enix, so there's your Final Fantasy announcement gone. But it's still a cool game.
Settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends.
Yeah, they normally don't last that long, those kind of deception games, but I love them. I love them.
Here, you are in control.
Yeah, we already saw that. Weird. See, that trailer, to be honest with you, did absolutely nothing for me. I think like the actual gameplay was the cool part. The fact that it's coming end of October, that's cool. But I mean, that trailer.
That's
actually
right,
did
everyone.
nothing.
Ark Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios.
Yeah, no, the beta.
All right, Dune fans,
I
now
agree. I
you
saw
can
the beta.
finally
I know
step
how
onto
great
the
that it
world
looks.
of
It's just that
Arrakis
trailer, I don't really
yourself.
think did it.
Dune Awakening combines the survival
Really
and
good tune.
MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
Okay. I have a friend who really is into this game. Yeah, I kind of am. But I don't know. Yeah, they gotta show more gameplay, you know? Even Ark, like Ark Raiders, popped off with people who were seeing how it played, you know? Not a bland kind of trailer like that. The same thing here, like what's it gonna do? Gotta show some gameplay. Is that Jessica Biel? Is that actor? Maya? To be honest, that Abyss game, Little Nightmares Like game, I think was the best game that they showed. It's Sonic. Yeah, it's June, and it's like, you know, I know these type of games are kind of hard to show, but well, Nate the Hate said one of Tomb Raider, Bond, or Wolf Among Us. So we'll see. There we go. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter what I think about this. Just, you know, it has a player base that has people that are really excited for it. That's cool. I can respect that. I'll have to see how it is. I don't think I'll play it myself, though. Remember when Crash 4 was announced at one of these? That was fun. Yeah, AC2.
I saw my world fall to ash, consumed by the void.
I thought for half a second that was my L in Expedition. I thought for half a second. And I said, no, looks too different.
Try as I might to quell their advance. 'Twas all for naught.
I guess I'd say Atomic Heart is kind of cool too. It's definitely been below average, but different types of games, as I always say.
Some say time stops for no
Yeah,
one.
the Tides of Annihilation's got a similar vibe, but different
None
world
man,
and
no god, living nor dead.
Actually, Mortal Shell 2. Mortal Shell 2, Atomic Heart 2, and that game from the Little Nightmares game. I would also say finally realizing what that Marvel beat-em-up game is was good because I want it now.
Worlds. You need only take my hand. Return to the past, where your journey
Chrono
awaits.
Odyssey. Another play test. Some of these games are just too samey for me, you know? It's a little too samey. It looks like we're doing the same thing over and over. What is this?
But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge.
Looks fun.
Whatever's coming next cannot be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
I think he's got to work on like the ordering of these games because some of these games just look too much like the next game, and then I can't remember which game was which. You know? Maybe that's just me. Yeah, some of the Dark and there's a lot of the Dark Soul-like games are really good. It's just that they're all pretty cool.
The victors show no mercy to the
fun.
defeated. People here despise weakness, worship strength, and crave
This looks
glory.
like Eternal Strands or whatever that one was.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
It's like things with somewhat potential, like the Game of Thrones thing. Like, whoa. Oh, okay. What is this? Hold on, we gotta pause because. But yeah, I mean, like the Game of Thrones thing. Like, could that be cool? Yeah, but we didn't see anything. Like, there's nothing to base it off of. That one where it's like Total War, but you're playing as the armies, like that, that real-time strategy. That sounds really cool and it looks cool for 5 seconds, but then that's all we got. It's like,
Don't come back.
I don't know. Even the ones that stood out like that aren't really standing out.
That's Mio Memories in
That looks
Orbit,
pretty
a
okay.
stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest.
Action
What you're
RPG,
about to
that's
see
cool.
next is
I would
a
like that.
stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand.
Wow.
It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
Okay, I'm in. This is like Unravel. Yeah, we just didn't get anything of that Total War-like game, and that game probably, hopefully, could be really cool. Yeah, wait, tell me the difference between this and Unravel. Similar style. It's even 2 players, Unravel 2. Definitely cool. Again, I feel like we've kind of played a game like this. We played Split Fiction, have we not? But, I mean, the art style, like what they're going for looks cool here. Definitely it's the look, but I feel like we've played this before. Yeah, it looks solid. It looks solid. Coming next year. All right. Not much to say, you know?
What
Carolina.
a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of
Whoever
1900
called that to me
Sicily.
earlier, you
Here
freaking
is the
nailed
Summer
it.
Game Fest trailer.
Pat yourself on the back. Here we go.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone
Cinematics on PC, not actual gameplay.
An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
Teach them a lesson.
remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro. Where I come from, commitment means everything.
They're all cutscenes.
If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Vicky Puttana!
It's family.
us everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
Oh.
And who are you, Enzo?
Yeah. I'm in. Didn't move the
And if
needle
you thought
much,
that
but,
guy
like,
was a
cool.
stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a Friends Pass,
Need a LEGO game.
just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Is this WB or is this a different Lego? Oh, Annapurna. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So we get a Lego game, but it's not Traveler's Lego game. Love the music. Oh, interesting. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. The puzzles in this game might be too much for my small little brain. This is see, this is a little bit of something you played before, but not really, right? This is a twist, I feel like. Nice sound. It has the friend pass things. You buy it once. I like it a lot. This is cool. Annapurna does a lot of really good things. I mean, anyway. Yeah. I'm in with that. We need to stop putting it on PS4 and the Switch One, though.
Hello, Summer Game Fest. I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I'm thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before.
What?
I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yeehaw!
Whoa. Okay, what's this? Don't be a dice game, like a literal dice game, right?
A brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome,
Come on,
most
give gameplay. That's the
radical
Lego
team
game
of
stand out.
adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to...
Okay. All right, hold on. Oh, I wish you showed more. That was cool.
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Pratt from disease and puppet frenzy in Lies of P.
Not the
Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P
like
that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
Yeah. Oh, I can see. That looked cool. I wish you had gameplay. Here we go. Does it get shadow dropped? The rumors say. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. A lot of people like ICP, right? That's a popular game. Mop the floor with literally mop the floor with me. pretty good. Yep, available today. All those people there, they're screwed.
Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill.
No.
That piqued my interest.
No.
I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
Okay, I'm close to Boulder, number 1. Number 2, Doki Doki, amazing. Silent Hill, amazing. So, here we go. No, seriously, Doki Doki Literature Club is great.
I sit at the front of the dinner table.
I'm in.
Where he used to be.
I'm in. I'll play it.
5 plates full.
When does it get weird?
Food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of hay. Plates of angels. Plates of her legs.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
All right.
Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates. The garden is lush and green, and everything's focused.
There's Silent Hill. There's your Silent Hill influence right there. And there's Doki Doki's influence. All right, well, gotta get that.
There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
When does it come out? Steam. Wish list. All right, fair enough. I'll take it. That game looks awesome.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
That's true. He did mention Silent Hill as a positive, and he should hate Konami, but sometimes you have to put yourself aside. Yeah, that looked great. That's it? Wait, no. That I looked away for 5 seconds. That couldn't have been it. Again, cool visuals, but when that's the game, I mean, it looks like pretty okay. I don't know what it is. A little turn-based. Is it mobile? I swear to God, every Summer Game Fest has like 2 games that are exactly like that. Without fail, there's always a game that looks exactly like that every year. And I don't know if it's the same game or it's always a new game. I can never tell. And they always look pretty okay. Like, all of them have, like, very similar, you know. Like, they all look pretty good, but they all look like the exact same. That's pretty cool, though. That's pretty sweet. I won't lie. You know, if no Resident Evil, does that mean it's at the Xbox though? Like, does that mean Xbox is gonna go hard? Or what? Like music. poster. Okay, I'll follow you on that. We're gonna connect Capcom. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually a different game. Like, is this what we just saw, or is this this is a different game? Yeah, definitely a different something about it. This is what I mean, though. Like, I think this is like 3 different games, right? So why put them back to back to back when they all are too similar? You know, it's the same thing with the FromSoft games. They all look like the same thing. And again, it's not even that they look bad. They look all pretty good, but then I can't. Seven Deadly Sins Origin. I've heard of that game, and I actually think I've heard good things about it. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, lower your guard.
5.6 is available today.
We really have
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Human Creator is now fully integrated into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing
Who's this ad for?
In real time. Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Non-Gilsta Dive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
Yeah, that it can be.
Find a way.
Oh my god. You're right. The One Punch Man arc of those trailers, that did look good. There was a couple times that it actually popped off pretty well. But again, like, I'm just confused as to the.
We altered the course of nature. Unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos. Well, to help life find a way.
Played 1, played a little of 2, and probably on to playing a little of 3. October 20.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games. 10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight.
Woo!
Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming.
All right.
As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower,
Let's see
you'll
it.
burrow through danger and unravel
Yeah, she's
the
nervous. They don't
mysteries
make a lot of
cursed
games.
island.
This
A
Yacht Club
decade
games.
ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
I joined their press list like 8 years ago. But no, they're great. They're great. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but I like it. Comes out on Halloween. Tough date to come out on, but all right. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Demo's out now on Steam. Ooh. Interesting.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes
Zach,
from a
thank you.
well-known developer that has done... Yeah. Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final
Okay.
Bossman. All right.
Does this mean this is going to be something kind of big?
This says. Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade. All right, let's take a look.
Deadpool. Also, I don't like the idea that they just mentioned Silk Song, that they were skipping it.
Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest.
Oh my god, Deadpool VR.
The glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend. Oh, yeah! Escape the turd burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder.
Who's doing that voice?
You'll care for exotic pets, the elderly, and this fucking thing with hip-hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit? I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome.
They said Michael Day.
Who got the lobotomy with fries? All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR. Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
Wow. I kind of want that. That looked great.
With Neil Patrick Harris as Deadpool.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Next year at
last year at
Gamescom, we announced Dying Light the Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news, the release date.
Well, okay. I mean, the game's coming out probably next month, so there should be a release date. I literally can't believe he mentioned skip the Silk Song trailer to show Deadpool, which is a joke, but I don't think he understands what he just did there. You know, that's kind of insulting.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
He's gonna be in that Dexter show, which is cool. But he's awesome. I think he's a great actor.
God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
This looks good. Really good. Don't have too much to say. I'm stunned. Like, and my brain is like reprogramming and like rebooting. So I can't even concentrate right now. Very bright for being Dying Light. Well, Dying Light's supposed to be a little bit brighter.
His walls are, how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me. All the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Looks really good.
Damn right I do.
I gotta play Dying Light too much. Because I own it. Not sure. I played like 20 hours and I just wasn't really into it. August 22nd. That's tough. There's a lot of games late August, but that's probably the biggest game, to be honest with you.
Kyle, E&F is an old chemical factory south of the city. The Baron's men operate out of there.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
I love Dying Light 1. Dying Light 2 just never really grabbed me. I don't know why.
There's the big news. Dying Light the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up.
Lost Records 2.
Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, and Annapurna Interactive. And this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
Sweet. Oh, I can't wait.
What are we doing?
Okay, I'm locked in here.
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era, when everything's about to change, it's time to look back on your greatest hits.
Mom, who is it?
One moment. It's the pigs, darling. Shit.
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's
This looks
out
so
forever.
inventive. Really creative.
And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night. And The Cure. I love The Cure.
Yeah, like this just look all the different kind of gameplay styles, and I'm giving them the art palettes because the
Experience it for yourself.
My favorite band.
Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
I wish. Oh, it's Game Pass. We knew that. I wish we got a date though.
I trust you have
That looks
seen
great.
it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
Ooh, oh, wait, I love this kind of style.
Gorgeous. Take this.
As long as this is not on mobile, I'll buy
Put
it.
it into action.
The surge of power.
This is like Hades. This is actually what it is. It's like Hades.
Now, get ready.
Is this an IP I should know though?
Everyone, are you with me? We will live on in this world. No matter what hardships await.
Is that Aerith? Is that Brianna White?
We fight for a future filled with hope.
What is this game? Looks good. That looks. I mean, it's a roguelike. It's definitely a roguelike.
Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
Long name. But comes out this year. Long name, but I'm in.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism.
Yeah, I'm in.
Next,
I'm in.
we want to
It's just
introduce
a weird
you to a
time to
game made
release
by
it.
a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat
I like beat-em-ups.
set in his hometown. This is Axe of Blood.
Okay, all right. Oh, I played this. Axe of Blood, like the Axe of Blood. Yeah, I played the demo for this. I made a video on it.
No peace.
Solid game, needs a little bit more. Needs a little more.
Isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
It's Sifu-like. I think Sifu's better than when I played it. I mean, they give a release date and then we'll talk. I think I would play that game, honestly. Yeah. It's a bit heavier than you think it might be. I guess I kind of can see it now that I've played it when watching the trailer. It's a little heavier than you might think. Like the movement. Yeah, it's a heavier free flow type thing. I enjoyed it. Whoa, next summer. Jesus, that's a while. All right, well, that gives him time to polish.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier.
Whoa.
If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Wait, they're doing another game on top of what's going on. Is this Scott Pilgrim? No, it is. Oh my god. Poor Scott Pilgrim being... Oh my god. Love it. Maybe like a spiritual sequel, but this feels so right for them to do because Scott Pilgrim, of course, kind of brought it all back, you know? The music is so good, by the way. 2026. You get Marvel.
Scott Pilgrim's back with his fist flying in a brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time in the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back. But first, we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Don't do it, Jeff. Don't do this to us.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare.
No, I want
the
9.
price to be
I don't
lower
want
than
Village.
ever for you
Played Village and no. All right?
Still thirsty? Worry not.
Yeah.
You ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to
All right,
go around.
Capcom. I see what you're trying.
Now
I see what you're trying to do,
cease this
Capcom.
foolishness And make your decision wisely.
I know there's a Capcom. We already know this. We know there's a Capcom sale. We knew this was going to be here the 1st December. Music, the music has been very good for this whole show. Some really good soundtrack. And on a lot of games I'm not going to play, but just some really good stuff. Man, that Scott Pilgrim game is probably the biggest thing, isn't it? like, because it's next year. Like, Atomic Heart 2 is probably 3 years away, you know? But Scott Pilgrim's next year. So, like, that's a big deal to me.
Since the dawn
that's a
of
big
time,
deal, but no date.
Humankind has been obsessed with the hard.
Yes, good cinematics. Dying Light was probably the best package because it looked really good. It comes out in 2 months, you know.
Now, a glorious morning has dawned on something that's simply harder.
You know what we haven't gotten? Okay, to be honest, we haven't gotten PlayStation, Nintendo, or Xbox, right? You guys correct me if I'm wrong. There hasn't been Xbox Studios, PlayStation Production, Nintendo. We haven't actually gotten those 3. We did get Square Enix. We did get Capcom. We didn't get Crimson Desert yet. Did we get Pearl Abyss? Were they there? I forget already. Did they do something else? Crimson Desert's got to be here. Mind's Eye, I was right. There's IO Interactive. Okay, I nailed it. That's one of my predictions. Nail it.
Come with me.
Nailed it. I'm so good. I'm so good at predicting things, aren't I?
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head.
Keep your lens feet on.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I've been seeing
PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. Let's do this thing.
That's been buried down deep. Feels like it's just knocking to get out.
I mean, no Tomb Raider, no Resident Evil, no Hollow Knight, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, no Final Fantasy.
You were a good soldier.
It's tough. We're living in a tough timeline right now. We are getting that Pilgrim, and that makes it tough.
I don't want any part of your future. It's activated.
CD Projekt, though, they teased that it's going to be a Switch 2 thing, I'm pretty sure. So I wouldn't get too excited about Cyberpunk or CD. Oh, can I? That's cool. That's actually pretty cool.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th.
We don't need to do this.
Build a Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City.
Okay, cool. Move on.
This week,
woo!
This week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming.
Thank you.
It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Okay, all right. This is cool. This is a good use of, like, promoting. I don't say that sarcastically. I actually think this is kind of smart. Is it cute?
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card.
This is pretty cool.
Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
Play now for free. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
Time to reinstall.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light.
I did.
It's just around the corner.
I wait.
Coming out next year.
I waited.
However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right. Everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Whoa. Don't really know if this is necessary, but he's a legend.
Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoes of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second.
Wow.
But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
Pretty cool. I wish he could come back as Cliff, though, in Death Stranding 2. Maybe he will.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Chiffre is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow. All right. Well, when do we get to play this?
You says.
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
Woo!
For only 30 days, and if you play it, you'll unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Wow.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game
then,
Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for having me
so
on.
much.
Thank
All
you.
right, great to see you.
Maybe that would be a cool stream. Maybe I can do that as a stream in late June.
Great
or
stuff.
something.
All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
This is a TT game one, isn't it?
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for LEGO Party!
Get ready!
Odd we get two LEGO games in one show. Kind of
We're
weird.
minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you
So this is Mario Party
Krakens?
with LEGO.
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted. And what about our amazing mini games, Ted? We've
Oh,
got
I'm
more
in.
of them.
I'm
than
in.
you can
I'm
count.
in. This looks fun. I'm gonna
More
play
than
this.
10?
It's actually more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot!
With surprises
Yeah.
around every
I like
corner,
this.
anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO Party!
Nate? Nope. All right.
Oh, that is
Also
looking
not
mighty
from
tasty.
TT Games. Looking at the bottom there. Cool. I'm in. I'm in. That was cool.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space,
I have not tried Fortnite
hoping to get
Lego,
their
but I
hands
should,
on
shouldn't
the
I?
artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Wildgate. This isn't Splitgate 2, right? This is a different game called Wildgate.
Danger. Reactor overload.
Okay. Anybody?
Laser gun installed.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying.
That's kind of cool.
Is that the artifact?
Safe with me.
This'll be good.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
Like how you traverse in that is actually very cool. Very cool. I won't play it. It's not really my thing, but that actually did look cool.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Okay. All right. Good studio.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder how
I never played
it all
Nobody
come
Saves
to
the World.
this. It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations. Until Sorcisto.
Yeah, it's not yet. I agree. That's not a great selling point. You just gotta show it to us.
The brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
Ooh, a little Oh, yeah. A little Hades and Bastion kind of thing going on here. Yeah. You can play with them. Oh. Yeah, this game will rock.
Pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
Easy, yes. Easy, yes. Blighted. Easy. Hopefully it's not just on Steam, but that's okay.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show.
I wouldn't say
Day of
Hades.
the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
Okay, looks terrifying already. Munfish is kind of on a roll, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, Jesus, not. I can't play. It's too scary. Yeah. It's going to get real in this game. How would you let yourself play that? I do like horror, but I mean, this is like... I don't know. This is like creepy. I mean, the realism, I like the idea of realism. Oh my god. This is gonna get like demonetized for people that actually play it, like how specific it looks. I mean, it looks really good. That looks really good.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wish-listed game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
That was definitely RE inspired. Yeah, no RE, no big deal, I guess. Right?
The Thalassic Federation.
I'll have to see, maybe I'll check that out. I mean, Outlast scares me, but I've played Outlast, Amnesia. Here. No, yeah, it gave off those vibes. That's right. I like the visual look. It keeps going. The long one. Oh no. It is a good song, actually. Like I said, the music choices have been really good no matter what the game is. The music is good. July 1st. Wow. Right around the corner.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Okay, we've gotten a lot of small games today, and although they are very creative at times, I would like a Resident Evil or God of War or something. Still having gone PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo.
We must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join.
Or, yeah, right.
Is no more.
A little grounded, like. Born from a wish. This looks pretty good.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
It's like it's Avatar mixed with Grounded. That's really what that was. The concept of that.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well.
No.
Please check this out.
No, don't do this.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you show RE8, I'm gonna be very mad.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さて、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それでは、これからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
You've got to show it. You can't. No, you can't not show it.
I need a glass of wine too. All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil. Now
We're
it is
not
time
serious,
for the next
are
big
we?
update for a beloved franchise.
We're not. We're kidding. That's a joke, right? Wow.
Let's rumble. Alex.
Yeah, that's my name. That was unbelievable, the act that they just pulled there. Do we really want Wolverine? Do you really think that they're capable at this point now of showing Wolverine? Yeah, I think I would have taken nothing. That what he said in a blink of an eye, like it's almost ready. Then show it.
Street Fighter 6.
Cool, I guess. I'm just.
Flag time, baby.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
Get him, y'all.
Yeah, and they did the Hollow Knight thing. It was Resident Evil Hollow Knight. It's been so dirty. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about this. It's okay. Honestly, I do like the visual style, to be honest. Want to be fair, I don't want to pick out on every other game that Capcom did us dirty there.
Countdown begins.
I even did Capcom and Shaft and games that do us dirty, but all the insiders, us Gollum, anybody else who talked about it, they did us dirty too.
Adios!
What is this? Again?
Wish list now.
Yeah, alright. Alright, next. Next.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Okay. Yeah, I've disconnected a little, and I'm gonna be real with you. I've separated. I mean, I guess we still have PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. I guess I got Pilgrim. Like really, Pilgrim is like my thing right now. I guess I have to talk about Resident Evil in a video.
You
though.
can't change how it ends.
And this looks pretty good, by the way. Nothing against the game. I feel a little defeated. Anybody else feel a little defeated? Like we lost some sort of battle? They really did. They did it 2 times for Resident Evil. I don't think you're going to go first. That's true. They need something desert.
What will it take to finally awaken you?
Looks good. I mean, it looks like a good game. It definitely does. Got nothing against it. And in fact, late July, I might play it, to be honest with you. Alright, what do you got for us?
This is what we gotta protect. We cannot choose when people's dreams get snatched up out here.
Find Rizzo, find Master Kill, find Jizzle, find Method, find Rewind, you find Killer, find Ghostface Killer.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Find them.
Wait a second. Wait a second, I take it back. I take it back. That looks pretty good. Also, I don't like I don't think you can do that legally, but you know, whatever.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates, including player housing and is free to
I really
play.
don't think I would take
this
it out
weekend to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP
like you said,
all weekend long.
You know? Greg,
my calling takes me far from home, where shared struggles form fast bonds.
My greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness. Me.
Did E3 too hard? No, I don't think so. I personally don't think so.
My story. My story.
A lot of people didn't treat it hard. To be honest with you. Oh, boy. Got another ad. So we can decompress a little. And now's the time to decompress. Woo! Oh, didn't you just see? It was made from Ghostface, that last game. Ghostface made it. Okay, one thing I do wanna say, I think that was a good time to say it, right? I don't think gaming is like at an all-time low and there's like no good games coming out. There's plenty of good games coming out. It's just the ones that we really thought were even likely to be at Summer Game Fest were not there. Okay? I just want to make that clear. Like, there's a lot of good games that are about to come out 2026, fall, that did come out already this year. I don't think this show is like a encapsulation. Like Mixtape looks good, you know. Like, I don't think this means like gaming is never coming back. Like, this is just for grouping similar games that look pretty okay, but it's just, you know, too many of them that look like not the big ones we wanted. I just want to make that clear. There's a lot of good games, and there will be a lot of good games, you know.
You're never gonna guess what happened.
There you go. There's a
bullet. I died.
CD.
I came back.
We are laughing. We are laughing.
Chip. Long story.
Thanks.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style.
Yeah, no,
Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Okay, I do like roguelikes. They are one of my favorite genres. Yeah, the Switch 2 launch, you know, I got it for Mario. I think a lot of people got it for Mario.
Another relapse, huh?
I'll ask you a question. Why can we get games like this if we can't get that Alice Asylum game? Why can't we get the third Alice Madness game that we can get? I have this EA holds it and stuff. I mean, like, we have so many like experimental small things. Like, I'm sure a 20-person like you could make an Alice. EA is never gonna let that happen. I'd rather sit on it and make no money than make some money.
It won't always be
Just
so
popped up
easy.
in my head for some reason.
You still look a little unwell.
All right. No, Splitgate. Yeah, I mean, I like the first game. It was pretty good. I think I'd play the second game.
Hey guys,
What are we doing?
I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games. When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year. And I wish we could have Titanfall 3.
Woo!
With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take portals to the next level?
I want Titanfall 3.
What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
You can't do that. You swore. Only Joseph Fares can swear. And it's only when you're talking about the Oscar.
The epitome of sport. They are splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so fluid, so fast, you can't stop it, you can't catch!
Can he complete the comeback he's going to try? He shoots! He gets the kill! Now that's how you portal!
They're not done yet! They got one!
I'm exaggerating it a little. I mean, like, that's probably not happy. But, I mean, whatever. Who cares? You know who's not happy? The Resident Evil fandom. The Final Fantasy fandom. They're not happy either. Come on, I mean, they're nailing it. Like, some places are. They are. And I think this one's actually going to be really good. Imagine, right? That's who it was. The first game's good. I liked it quite a bit. And I haven't played any beta, alpha, nothing of Splitgate 2. But it's really good. Like the snow. More fun. They left the first game very quickly, right?
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
Whoa. Wait a second. Is this Project Century? Hold on, wait. The show might be saved here. This is Project Century. It's not Yakuza. Oh. Wait a second. We're back. No, RGG. Yeah, come on. I need something. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Just give me a little bit more. Don't cut it here. Don't cut. Okay. All right. I'm in. You got detective stuff going on. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. If they say 2026, that's going to be insane. Oh. You can choose.
Mako. Daito. Daito.
This isn't Yakuza.
A Jap then, huh? Don't I look like one? You're not? So, what are you then? Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Yes. Yes, I don't know what's going on, but please keep going. Wait, did they change the name? Is that what that was?
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943. And knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way.
Okay, that was the best thing.
All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting.
God of War?
Today we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here.
Okay, this is confusing. What is this? God of War is out. Is it Control 2? FBI can't really be Control. Well, no, FBI, Federal Bureau. I'm trying to think, what is this? Is this Remedy? Oh my god. Oh, you're right. You're right. I don't think this is Max Payne.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
Oh my.
My office.
Oh, coming.
I don't know. What's PlayStation doing, by the way?
If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know.
So it is
that's
Resident
where your
Evil?
mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago.
Yep. Okay.
Perhaps it's time for you to
We did it.
face the past.
We did it.
Grace.
What is this? Hey!
Stay close.
They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Yeah. Okay. For sure, Resident Evil. We finally did it. For Grace and Leon. I'll take it. It took us a while to get here. It took us a while. Whoa. Not Switch 2, that's shocking.
There you have it, Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026.
So we're gonna get more
amazing
at Gamescom.
Thank you,
There'll be another
Capcom. That was an
trailer.
amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right. Well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a
He is
listing of
taller than
all
her.
the digital events this weekend. You can watch
By the way.
and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is
I guess
coming
God
up
of War's
next
canceled.
with additional new reveals
Wait,
from
that's not
incredible
happening.
independent studios around the world and
I
deeper
guess
looks
Death Stranding,
at some
you're right.
of the
Death
independent
Stranding was
games we
PlayStation.
showcased today.
Shoot.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome. And thanks to you, Lucy.
Grace
Great
and
job
Leon.
co-hosting. All right. That's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Wow. And we got Onimusha too as well, or Way of the Sword. So that was fun. Capcom kind of carried. Capcom kind of carried that event. I guess I should probably issue a tweet apologizing for my rude behavior towards Capcom. Wow. All right. Well, I guess we gotta go talk about. I guess I gotta talk about Resident Evil in a video, right? And talk about some of the stuff that wasn't there. Yeah, Crimson Desert. All right. I mean, I guess we're just gonna get some info later on Crimson Desert, like in the next. I mean, we didn't get Sly, of course. So, I guess Crimson Desert's gonna happen like on the show floor. I imagine we get a release date like in the next couple days. Maybe. If I see anything, of course, I'll cover it. At this point, I'll probably do a Resident Evil video, maybe a Scott Pilgrim video, and then I'll cover Bond if they show gameplay for Bond tonight. And remember, I will be back Sunday for the Xbox event. I'll be live half an hour-ish before the show goes live, because it's a bit earlier my time. But we'll watch the Xbox event together. And trust me when I tell you that I truly believe that the Xbox event is going to be the best one. Is going to be the best one of the three of these here. Okay, I do think Xbox is going to carry the week. Yeah. All right. Anything else? The Bond thing I think is at another hour or two is Bond. All right, guys. Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for sticking with me. Closing the chapter of another Summer Game Fest. What an event it was. And I hope to see you all on the next one. Thanks for stopping by.